Hello YouTube, Doki the ADHD Rugrat here, doing another video. Not really much a movie review or anything, but this one's gonna be about a video that I'm gonna do. And if you guys like the video topics and you want to know more about it, you could comment and let me know if that's the videos that you want me to do, and I'll do them. I do many videos. I do movie reviews, everything. So I could do game reviews, so little games because I really don't play games. So maybe games are out of the question, but like movies and stuff, like horror movies, I do reviews on and stuff, and I do some videos differently sometimes. So this one is gonna. I wonder if I can find my book. It's on bipolar disorder, which my old channel used to be a lot of videos on it, and I try not to do it, so this might be the only video I'm going to do. But if, like I said, if you guys like the topic, if you guys like to know more about it, or my opinion on it, or the differences between, subtypes, comment below, and I'll definitely do a request video, definitely. So, bipolar disorder is a mood disorder, really. I really don't think it's like I don't know, it's weird because bipolar is really weird. There's two types of bipolar that is basically known to be diagnosed with, type 1 and type 2. I'm type 1, so I know more type 1 than type 2. I know a little bit of type 2. So I'm going to do bipolar type 1 video today. And yeah, I'm just showing you guys the book because I really don't like the book. I had bipolar when I was 4 years old. So I had it during childhood too. So it's like at first I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what, so anyway. I know I'm like mixing words. Okay, so bipolar type 1 is the most severe type of the illness because bipolar 1 is characterized by mania, where mania is very severe. It can get very, very severe where you have increased energy, decrease for sleep, which means you don't sleep for days. Bipolar people with bipolar don't really sleep for days unless they're medicated. You have racing thoughts, which also can come from depression too. So like if you have depression and you have racing thoughts and you think it's mania, depression does have racing thoughts also. So yeah. You have excessive spending where you spend way beyond, like you have credit cards and you max them out because you spend way too much. Hypersexual, that's very a big common, I would say, in bipolar. I had that when I was 4 years old. I had hypersexual, I had decrease for sleep. I basically had mania. That's how I grew up thinking that now I have mania. Manic episodes in mania, which is type 1 bipolar, which is usually called manic depressive disorder. That's what people be diagnosed with. So if you're diagnosed with manic depressive disorder, you have bipolar type 1, or they always say bipolar disorder, or bipolar affective disorder. There's many names for this disorder, really, so, it's kind of confusing. It confuses me sometimes. So, like, this video could be my experience with it, I guess, because this is the only way I can basically explain. I remember, like, you have mania. If you're type 1, you have mania. Mania is very severe, where people actually commit themselves to go to I don't call it asylum, but like a hospital, so you can get, committed, committed. And bipolar 1 is very severe. The symptoms are severe, where you have mood swings, very, very severe mood swings. Irritability. Irritability is really bad with me. I have really bad irritable. And it just gets to the point where I can't be around anyone. I can't. Anyone, just one thing. It don't have to be big, don't have to be small. But one thing, and I am totally just like off. Like I totally just flip out. It's like certain stupid things that flip me out really easily. Decrease for sleep. There's times where I didn't sleep for days. I'm on Seroquel, I'm sorry, that actually makes me sleep. So yeah, I take medication to help me sleep because if I don't, I won't be sleeping at all. Racing thoughts. I do have a lot of racing thoughts. I do have major depressive disorder too, which that's another topic I could talk about if you guys request it. That has racing thoughts too. So it's like I'm because of my manic and my major depressive. Now there is two sides of mania. I always call it two sides of mania. There's, I call it the happy mania and the very pissed off mania. Happy mania is increase, decrease for sleep, but you get that on both sides of mania. Mania is the same, but I just call it two sides because I experienced two sides of mania, I call it. And that the happy side is where you feel really, really happy. Like you feel so dang happy that you're the happiest person on earth. And that's what makes you stay up all night too. You're so happy, you're full of energy, you're very energetic, you clean your room, you go outside, you walk for miles, you drive around for miles, you drive around for hours, you go spending. It's just that hype that you feel that, okay, I'm so hyper, man, I can't sleep, I'm so energetic. And hyperactivity, because I have ADHD, which that can come from ADHD too. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I like that side. But the irritable side is where I feel really, really irritable. I have hallucinations. Yes, people, you get hallucinations and delusions in mania, which sucks. It sucks. I experience hallucinations where I hear something, I hear people talking in my ear with no one's there. I see people in front of my face. Actually, I had at times where I see people in my face. It freaked me out. I see people corner my eye. And the delusions is where I start hearing things saying that, oh, like I'm just saying, like killing people, like it's possible. Voices, telling me to kill people, or telling me to hurt this one, or telling me to jump in front of a car, or just really bad thoughts. And hallucinations and delusions are hell. And I do have schizophrenia too, paranoid type schizophrenic. So I have hallucinations with that shit too. So it's just, it's both. Mania. Now, there's medications for mania. There is one popular medication which people should really know about is lithium. I'm on lithium, 600 milligrams, which helps me for my mania, which that calms it down so it won't get too extreme. Mania can either, like I always say this to people who thinks they have bipolar or think they have mania. To me, mania can go both ways. It can go happy ways or madness ways. And it's just, it depends. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being bipolar. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just hell sometimes when you're in manic episodes. Type 2, I can give you a little sneak peek of type 2 bipolar. Type 2 bipolar is hypomania, which hypomania is very, very similar to mania, but is very less severe. So let's say, because I have friends, well, I had friends. I don't really have friends, a little bit. And I talk to people sometimes online, and I can tell. I have type 1, like I said. So my mood swings are really severe. So like if I have a manic episode, my stuff goes way off the roof. That's where they call highs and lows in type 1 bipolar, because mania is high and lows. Lows is very, very deep depression. High is very, very high fucking mania, dude. It sucks. People with bipolar type 2 have some symptoms of mania, but it cannot reach full blown mania where you go off the roof, where you get committed to get faster help. You really don't have that shit like really, really bad. If you do have that stuff really, really severely, you're not type 2, you're type 1. Because type 2 shouldn't be able to go all the way that high to mania's level. It's weird. Bipolar is weird. No one understood it. No one understands where it comes from. I don't even understand where it comes from. But there is possibilities. Genes in your family. If you have an aunt or uncle who's bipolar, it's most likely you can get it too as in family. My aunt, well, don't like to call her my aunt, but my aunt has bipolar. My sister has bipolar. I have bipolar. My sister has bipolar type 2, so it's like she's less severe than I am. My dad's side of the family have depression and stuff, and so does my mom's. So it's like you could run some families. That's the only really way you could really identify it as where to come from is from families. I have a lot of disorders. I'll say them. I did say in my very first video, but I'm gonna say them anyway. I'm bipolar 1. I am paranoid type schizophrenic. I have ADD, ADHD, PTSD, which that's a personal thing that I would not do a video on. I did it on my old channel and I don't like it. Major depressive disorder. So I have like six disorders. So like it sucks. Um, but yeah, I mean, the only way I can say is for treatment. The only faster way you can do it is either you get committed or you take medication. Now, there's the problem with people with bipolar. It's a big problem with me too. Trust me. I don't like taking medication. I like when you feel so good that the medication is working. That's a problem where people with bipolar has. They stop taking medication because they think it's working. And I have experience with stop taking medication, and it was hell. So if you guys want to know about that, comment below and I make a request and I'll do it. Um, but yeah, I mean, bipolar disorder is easier to find. There's a lot of books on here. I like this one personally. This one's a really, really good one. I like this book so much. It has a lot of stuff that is possible that could be caused with bipolar. And and there is another thing too about bipolar is that schizoaffective bipolar disorder, which that one is very confusing. It's confusing. A lot of people say I have it, but to me, basically, schizoaffective is basically what is that what it's called? I have bad memory, so forgive me because I don't want to say it wrong. Schizoaffective bipolar disorder. Basically, it's just having bipolar 1 and schizophrenia together. That's how I think of it. And I have schizophrenia and bipolar 1, so yeah. But, but it's just, it depends on the videos, I guess. And, yeah, it's very confusing sometimes because, like, there's types you gotta learn. And it took me years to actually keep all this stuff in mind because my learning disability, it's very shitty. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting to know. It's interesting to know. So yeah, and if you think you do have bipolar 1, you should see a psychiatrist because that's the best thing to do to get medication. So like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys check out my video now. Bipolar disorder, my experience. Hope you guys check it out. Comment any things that you want to do. Request any videos about it. So thanks.